In this week's vlog, I learn who is the boss.
I'm the boss.
Albert is judging me and I'm looking for important things.
Something sharp.
Hello, it is me, editing Julia. You will see me quite a lot throughout this video. Just like a heads up. I feel like I need to explain this. So, my mom, she helps as much as she can with the studio, and for that I am so grateful. The other day I asked her to make a color that is Hedwig, and she was like, oh, can you just check on the consistency, you know? And I was like, it doesn't look like Hedwig. I haven't done Hedwig in quite some time, but it didn't look like that last time. And I was like, did you really do it like this? And she was like that? No, I did like this. Okay. So, you know, the pigment is used, and if we were to sort of try to save it to make Hedwig, it would just be the most huge batch ever. So I was like, well, I mean, what's done is done. Just pick another pigment and mix it in, and we have a new color. So we looked through, and she chose this really, I have this sort of, I'm saying coarse, but what I mean is the mica is bigger particles, so it has more of a glittery look. So it's the same size of particles as the gold in Saga, and Agnes also has that sort of a bigger chunky feel. So she chose this one, and I haven't used this greeny blue shimmery things in anything else. I was like, go right ahead. So she made that one. I think it looks amazing, but I was like, can you please make Hedwig right after? So she did that. It was very nice of her. But that is to explain this. I think it turned out really nice, and hopefully we will have a new color coming out early next year. Good morning. It's pretty early and I'm out here with Albert and the puppies, and we're ready to get the day started. No, but I'm really happy because I did finish the design for the Dark Knight stamped stickers, so I'm really happy about that. So those are ready to be printed and cut, and hopefully the design holds up. So yeah, so that is the plan for today, but I am home with these guys, so that will probably be in the afternoon. So yeah, we'll catch back up once I get some time to be out in the studio. Hej blå, hej blå, hej blå. Det är så sött. Är du också söt? Ja, du är också söt. Oj då. Okay, so I got a package this week, and I did film a little bit about it, but I didn't talk about it because I was like, I'll do that later. I didn't, but I'm here now. The magic of editing. But I had ordered a little mini palette from Claire Chai on Etsy, link down below. So she had this little moon, and it was 2 colors, one white and one green, and I was like, I can't justify buying watercolors. So I did. And some of her stickers, like those stickers, those Beatles stickers, I have been like looking at them for such a long time. So but she was very kind, and she sent me 2 other colors that were green too, so I really appreciate that. So I've been playing along a little with them. I did really want to try and see how different our formulas are. I try to keep my watercolors very, I was going to say a word people don't like, creamy and easy to re-wet and work with. And for that I use glycerin in some colors, and then also honey. And honey is an animal byproduct. So, and people who want a vegan formula can go to Claire, because her colors are vegan, and she uses clover oil in her watercolors to keep the binder good. So I really want to try and see how different our colors are. And are they different? Yeah, they are. I would say first and foremost, it takes a little bit longer to re-wet her colors, but if you are one to prioritize not wanting to use honey in your watercolors, I don't think it's such a big difference that you're in any way losing out. So if you feel like you want to support a small business, but you also really want to only use vegan products, then check Claire out, because her products when it comes to watercolors are vegan and don't use any honey. So I just thought to mention that. I really like her products. I think they're really, really pretty. I had so much fun painting with it, and I mean, it's green. Of course it's pretty. So I just feel like I need to shout her out, because not only does she make amazing watercolors, she is an amazing artist, like amazing, and she is so sweet. And I'm really happy that we have started to get to know each other over Instagram. So I just wanted to sort of shout her out, because I really like her products. So we have had lunch, and we are very comfortable, aren't we? Yes. And it is a little bit harder to get out of the sofa today. Yes. Should we go out? Continue working? Oh crap. I didn't think he was actually going to get up. No, Herman, no. Oh, yeah. That's more like him, just changing spots. Okay, well, I actually need to get out, so, but you be here. Yeah, okay. It is Wednesday, and you know it's going to be quite a day when I put on the war paint. Anyway, so today it is Wednesday, and I have English class later, and I also need to make sure that everything is done for the update that is coming on Friday. And I just finished, well, I didn't just finish, but you know, last week's vlog, put it all up and everything. And I didn't mention the shop update once because I can't think ahead, so good on me. Anyway, I have made some breakfast. I'm just going to do some tea out here and we can get back to work. Oh, get started on work. Okay, let's see how the new stickers turn out. I'm just going to put them in here where I did my little design. So here is how they look, just freshly printed and cut out. Let's see if we have the right, what do you call it? You know, how deep stuff are. Okay. The thing I'm wondering if I should have a more of a white border around it. It is even, but I just wonder, should it be more white? I do really love this design. And you can still see the little water droplets on the little dewdrops on the grass. I'm really happy about that. So let's put that one where the sort of first thumbnail. Oh, I do really like it. Okay. Then we have the creepy house. Let's see how that one turned out. Oh, it turned out really good too. And then I decided to do just one window that has light in it. So we can put that one over here. And then, of course, the creepy cat. I do like that I did them different scales. So like this one is very long and narrow, and the other one is more like a little bit shorter, or so I do like that. I mean, they do look very different when you shrink them down. I'm very happy with them. And then, so the other design that I wasn't too sure about, the sketch I have here is like, there was going to be like silhouette of a masquerade, but I just didn't really feel it. So instead what I decided to do was this sort of landscape, misty landscape design, and then we have the silhouette of flying bats, and then sort of rose thorn, little spooky. So I'm actually very happy with this one. I had so much fun, and I was very like, even when I was painting it, I was like, I'm not too sure about it, but now when it's done, I really like it. So I actually think it turned out to be a great success. I think they look really good together, but they are very different, and they have that sort of spooky dark autumn feel without being too like scary. And like I said, this has to be my favorite because this is one of my absolute favorite traditions we have here in Sweden, and I know many different countries in Europe also have this, that you light a candle at the grave, in like that you remember that person. And like walking on the graves late at night in in October, November, and it's pitch black and there's candles everywhere. It's so amazing. It is so beautiful, and it really is sort of like you are there like in the moment. And I'm going to link the vlog where I actually filmed from last year when we were at the graves, because it is just so beautiful. So if you're interested in how that looks, I'm going to link that down below. And I think it looks pretty good with the others as well. These two can go back into the drawer, and then I'm going to photograph these and pop them up so they will be up in the shop on Friday. come here often. Okay, so from editing product photos, we are now going to ruin my slab. Well, we're going to gravel it up anyway. If you like this video, you can press the like button, you know. Like just on here. Yeah, I'm looking at it. It looks nice. Press it.
Whether you've been a member for 3 minutes or for 9 months, I appreciate you. I couldn't do what I do without you, so thank you. Austin I Switchy, thank you so much. Learners Unite. I was hoping it would happen, I don't know, a year ago when they first started. I'm going to the field.
No. Okay. Hi. Oh, it is a beautiful, I'll bet it is a beautiful day this Thursday, and we had a really nice slow morning, breakfast outside, been listening to the latest, I'll bet, listening to the latest update from Emily D. Baker about the Britney case. Did that. The dogs just enjoy being outside. I enjoy being outside. The girls are, I think, outside, or I've just opened up the door so they can go back and forth any way they want to. I was going to talk a little bit about the slab. We have made a batch of Balded, and I know I said a few weeks ago, like, oh, I'm all done with the North colors, but I just want to top them up a little bit so they look like perky. I mean, they will dry down, so they will probably be flat anyway. I did the I don't know what it's actually called. I can't pronounce it in Swedish. The Swedish name is just way too long. That many who do handmade watercolors, they prep their glass slab with an abrasion to make the surface more rough, and that is to sort of have a little bit more friction between the molar, the slab, and the pigment, and that are supposed to make it easier to grind up the pigment in, and also make it faster to grind it up, or to make it into a paint. And I think I mentioned before, like, people have asked, like, how have you prepped your surface? And I was like, prep my surface? What are you talking about? And I remember back when I was in the studio and I just had, you know, the small one. And I was like, should I look into getting like that kind of stuff and prep the surface? And I was like, no, if it's not going right, and I don't know if I actually came to a conclusion or if it just other stuff popped up and that sort of thought just, you know, drifted off. I have been thinking more and more about it as I have more and more pigment, making more bigger batches that takes longer to make, and also pigments that are harder to grind. So I've been looking into it, and I mean, YouTube is truly the best friend anybody has ever had. And I am very, very thankful for the timestamp thing they've come up with. I really try to add timestamps to all my videos and vlogs and all of that. To be fair, mostly I try to name all, when I make paint, I try to name them all the same. So I think I call them like making handmade watercolor and then the name of it. So when I need to remember what date I did a specific color, I can just Google that and my video pops up because of the timestamp. Yeah, if you're interested in seeing a specific color being made that I have, odds are you can find it. So I Googled and I find a few stuff about the different abrasions and how they used it, and I was like, okay, I just need to do it. I still have my small slab that I used before. I have that. So I can test it out on there, and if I don't like it, I don't do it to the big one, you know. And the big one I have here is just one big piece, so if I screw it up, I can just flip it around. So it's not that big of a deal. It did take some time to find the abrasion after, because obviously all the information I could find was in English, and then I needed to figure out what exactly that thing is so I could find it and know what it is in Swedish. And turns out this is not something that is very common in Swedish stores, but I did manage to find one to get them. I got 2 different varieties. I mean, it didn't say use this one when you're going to rough up your glass slab, you know? And then it came pretty quickly. And it's been sitting here for a few days, and I was like, oh crikey, I don't know. You know, like, to actually do it. And I was like, it will probably be really hard, like really physical, and then it probably won't, it will probably take the whole day. And you know, you just make the thing bigger in your head than it actually is. But then I was like, no, we're just going to do it. My first impression of working on a roughed up surface, I suppose, that is, it is heavier, also creates more of a suction or a vacuum between the slab and the molar, which, I mean, when you're going at it, it's good. It's really good. And it's also, you can actually feel more like you're making the paint. It's easier that way. I mean, I'm really happy I've done it. I feel a little bit like, crikey, that I waited so long, you know, better late than never. The other thing that is a little bit like nitpicking, it doesn't look clean. It's not smooth anymore. But what I also actually like about that is, because I have this big window, and then I also have a small window on the side here, so when it is sunny in Sweden, you sort of get a very harsh glare on this big surface, because, you know, it's just glass, so that will reflect. But now, because it is sort of not broken up, but, you know, it has that sort of textured surface, you don't get as harsh of a glare, so I like that. But it doesn't feel clean because it's not completely smooth. So before, you know, you could like feel that it's smooth, like, you know, and now you're just like, oh, it's crap everywhere, but it's just like that the surface is not completely smooth anymore. But, you know, that is also one of the things about having this business by myself and all of that, is that I don't really have anybody to ask, because it's just me, and I don't know anybody in Sweden who has their own business actually making paint in such a small scale. You know, usually when you make paint, you have big machines that do the mixing for you. It's hard to figure out everything and to know what's actually valid information. I try my best, and for me personally, I love this, to constantly learning. Sometimes it is frustrating when you feel like you have a problem and you can't fix it, and you can't find a solution to a problem. But most of the time, I just really enjoy it because I can learn all the time. And if I feel like, yeah, it's fine, then I just buy another pigment and I'm back to square one. So yeah, but I just really enjoy it, and I feel like the slab is a big thing. And I just want to like keep preferencing and saying my first impression is I like it, but I have only worked on it like properly once and just done a few tests. And making tests, you can get an idea, but it's not the same as actually working on it. And I just want to keep saying that because, you know, we can change our opinions. And I don't know if I'm standing here next week having done 5 or 6 paints and I'm like, oh gosh, I can't do it. It's just too heavy. I don't know. But for now, I really like it. Oh, and the only thing I wanted to mention too is the molar. Because you're roughing up the molar at the same time, right? But I did manage to get a few chips. I don't know if you can see. A few chips out of it. So yeah, and there is like tiny chips all the way around and then a few bigger ones. So I'm not too happy about that, to be honest. But yeah, I have also been thinking about getting another molar that is a little bit lighter. This one is very, very heavy, which is very nice. But sometimes I feel like I wish I had one that is a little bit lighter. It doesn't need to be a lot smaller, but maybe this big maybe. But just having a little bit lighter one. So yeah, that is just something I wanted to mention. Now I actually need to fill this pit. I've made what do you call it? Executive decision? Because, you know, I'm the boss. So I have a few packages that just came. I don't know what it is because I ordered stuff from Amazon, and you know, like, you need to order above this limit to get free shipping, and then they ship it in 5 different parcels, and you're like, makes sense. Anyway, 2 of them have arrived, and yesterday I was like, there is nothing else I want than a pizza. But it was like late at night, and I'm not heading into town late at night. But now with all the, I dropped my headphones. With all this stuff coming, I was like, oh, I should go and get them. And I'm like, and that means because one of the places that I need to get stuff, because it comes to different places, obviously, there is a pizzeria, and I can sit outside in the sun eating pizza. Okay. It's like Friday vibe, but it's Thursday. It's amazing. And then I need to edit the vlog. Okay, pizza. Someone is jealous. Well, you all should be, because it's the best pizza. It's the best pizza. It is so good. Okay. Oh, and of course, salt. Okay, so I'm about to sit down and start editing. But as you can see, there are packages. So let's open one. Or open them, I should say. So the first one, of a pencil sharpener. It's the Tigal, and I've had this before and I really like it. So do we have like something sharp? Next one, I have a feeling I know what this is, but you never know. Okay. First up, I know I am primarily watercolor, but as you might have noticed, I have gotten more and more into color pencils. Yeah, so first up, I'm really excited about trying this one out. So this is Artisa paper, but it is watercolor paper that have different colors. And then I know. Okay, so the way I justified this is they were really cheap. I really want to try them. And if I'm like, I'm not too sure. The thing is, they're square, and I'm like, oh, that is perfect for photo props. You know, they want to roll away. Okay. Oh, the smell. Oh. Yeah, what a smell. Oh, look at that. Oh, and it even has a little stringy thingy. Ah! Oh, they're not, yeah, anyway. I mean, they look so pretty. So my main thing is I want to use them for photo props, but I also think, of course, I'm going to do what I've done with the other color pencils I have, and I will do a review. I think I'm actually going to leave it open because the smell is really bad. Oh, and also take that for what it is. I am very sensitive to smell, and especially after I had the corona, my nose is not the same, and some smells I'm even more sensitive to. So yeah, from a Swedish craft store. Okay. So I mentioned I wanted to do more like 3D artwork, so I have some stuff here to get me started. We have some fencing, some mushrooms. I thought these were supposed to be like a fifth of the size, so okay. Some moss from Iceland, I think. We have some jute, but it is cord in it, so you can bend it. And then some frosted thingies. And then some clay. So I have done clay as in, you know, you do it in school, sort of. So I'm really excited about it. But I have just a soft one, this nature one with like a little specks in it, translucent, and this opaline. I also got a 2-pack of some clay you don't need to bake, silk clay. Yeah, like I said, I'm just dabbling, and I also got one of these frames that is like deep, so you have a little bit of space to work with. So yeah, I'm really excited about getting started and do some fun things with this. I have a few stuff planned out, and I've just been waiting for this materials, so I'm hoping to get started with that pretty soon. That would be really fun. So I'm going to start planning out this project. I'm really excited about that. Okay, but now I actually need to clean up and start edit this vlog so you can see it. I hope you have enjoyed this week's vlog. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button or subscribe if you want to do that, and I hope to see you in a week.